Keefe D, man, he made his bed. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. The Keefe D trial started, and there's been a few people that have asked me to live stream it and give my 2 cents. If enough people did that or do that, then it's a possibility. But then there are other people that are asking me just what my opinion is on him. And that's what I'm going to do here. Now, Keefe D is older than me. You know, this dude grew up in the 70s. I was born in the 70s. He's a few years older than me, so he probably remembers the 70s better than I do. But, I mean, he came up in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, like pretty much the roughest times in California. And the times that had the biggest changes. As far as, you had the gang epidemic, you had the crack epidemic, the mixture of both. And Keefe D was right in the mix, right in the middle of all that. And you would think that he had a better education. He had more schooling. Instead, Keefe D, he loved the limelight. I guess, he was supposedly a big old baller at one time. And I guess he went and did some time, and, slinging dope just wasn't an option anymore, right? And so what did he do? What became his drug of choice? Clout. This dude was going on a whole bunch of platforms talking about taking out Tupac. Talking about Puffy promising $1 million. Talking about the incident that occurred. A club that they were at. Like, he talked about everything. And there ain't no statute of limitations when there's a body. And so the prosecutors, this right here, I want all you youngsters that love talking on the gram, that love talking on the internet, let this be an example. The prosecutors, they just sat back and let him do interview after interview after interview. Because they knew they were mining. They were just mining gold. Keefe D, I don't know what happened that night, right? We know that Tupac jumped in and kicked a well-known Compton shooter while he was on the ground. That wasn't Tupac's business, but being that his homies were involved, his crew was involved, he wanted to be involved, and he paid the ultimate price. But what happened in that car with Keefe D, and I think the shooter, the one that people say is the shooter, I think is his nephew. But whatever happened in that car, if I remember correctly, Keefe D is the only one left alive. And Keefe D really thought it was a great idea. He thought it was a great idea to go brag about taking the life of one of the most high-profile rappers in history. I mean, Tupac, to this day, you can put on some Tupac songs and they sound better than just about anything on the radio. And he's been gone how long? This is somebody who a lot of people admired. Someone who a lot of people are interested in seeing justice. Seeing the case finally close. Find out what really happened. And knowing all that, this dude from the streets, Keefe D, thought it was a good idea. My bad. I have to laugh. He really thought it was a good idea to just do any platform that would have him. And I don't know what he got out of it. I know what he's gonna get out of it, but I don't know what he got out of it. You know, if I tell a story about another dude putting in a gang of work, I'm not going to get, and I don't expect to get, any brownie points. Like I'm down. Why am I down? Because I know a dude that did something. And if Keefe D, I don't know if he forgets, like, being an accomplice to murder, that's a life sentence too. So he puts himself in the car. Like, he signed something with some cops, I believe, in LA. And he thought that because he signed something in LA, that shit was worldwide. Sheesh. And I'm only doing this video because I want these youngsters, man, to just realize, stay your ass. Like, I wish you'd stop, just like stay out of gangbanging, man. Go make your family proud, make yourself proud. But if you feel that's what you got to do, I understand it. I understand. You know, I was involved in that for a very long time, right? But nothing you do should be for public consumption. You know, I grew up in an era where, let's say one of my homeboys, and I'm gonna make up a, no, I was gonna say I don't have a homeboy named this name, but I do. So let's just say I had a homeboy back in when I was a teenager, when I was young. If I had a homeboy that went and stabbed somebody or shot somebody from a rival neighborhood, and we're talking about it later on that night, we're partying, and he pulls up, he ain't gonna say, "Oh, that was me, fool, I did that." Hell nah. He's gonna be like, "Hey, what happened? Oh, serio? Is that right? Did they die or what?" He's gonna play dumb because that's what you're supposed to do. Anybody that does a crime with anyone else, the likelihood of you going to prison, jail, is very high. As it is nowadays, everybody has a phone. They pull them out immediately. There's Ring cameras everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. So there's that. But then when you involve someone else, like I'll talk about, look at, in my case, there was a dude from my neighborhood, big ass dude, known to have knockouts, right? Always packed a gun. In the 5 months I was out, he fired that gun quite a few times. He pulled it out and fired that gun quite a few times. Conveniently, nobody ever got hit though, right? And I found out why the night of my case, because he pulled it out that night and shot in the air. But he was in the neighborhood. He was knocking out a lot of people. He was pulling them guns out. But when he had to pick up a case with me where somebody lost their lives, unfortunately, and they arrested him along with me and 4 others, yeah, a life sentence, yeah. That was a little bit too much for him, and he gave me up like that. Turned himself in. They were kicking in doors all over my neighborhood, asking for his name. Where's Whoop-de-Whoop at? Where's so-and-so at? They're all asking for him. Turned himself in with his mom and his sister. You got the wrong guy. But he knew who the right guy was and gave me up. So, again, youngsters, look at Keefe D. He's sitting in that courtroom, old, ashy, stressed the fuck out, knowing he's done. Why? Because he wanted to talk about something. He wanted to talk about something to say it was somebody else, but he was in the car. He put himself in the car. He knew about the gun. He knew what they were setting out to do. And how do we know that? Because he told us. I might have to watch. I might have to watch a little bit of this trial. Again, if you guys want me to live stream it, let me know. I'll see if that's possible. It should be. It should be possible as a reaction. I don't know, but I'll look into it. But anyways, man, that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.